It's worse than you think. Whatever you might think, it's worse. I can pretty confidently say that. And of course, have been saying it for 5 years. I think the biggest lesson of the last 3 months, for me anyway, is that I think people are beginning to finally realize that the Chinese government is not omnipotent and omniscient. I think that that's sort of the way they've handled both the run-up in their stock market, the panicked responses, the devaluation, non-devaluation, the various different mixed signals coming out of the various different ministries, I think has given investors pause that, in fact, like many of us, sometimes they don't have a clue. We've been bears because of the credit situation in China. And I think that the surprise for us of the past few years is just how the political situation has changed under Xi Jinping. He's a much different person than everybody thought he was. He's a strong leader. He's a nationalist. He's anti-Western. And so under the previous two regimes of Jiang Zemin and Hu Jintao, China was open for business. And that's not really the case as much under this regime. I think people are coming to grips with that. Well, I mean, obviously the big difference today from 97, 98 was fixed pegs versus floating currencies. So that's a huge difference. What's causing problems in the EM, by and large, although it seems to be transmitting a little bit broader, is the fact that a lot of them are commodity-based economies and ship hard commodities into, guess where? China. And the other problem with that is, even if Chinese demand is not as bad as we all think, and it may not be, I mean, it's, again, who knows? The problem is the commodity super cycle, in which capital spending just ramped dramatically from 2000 to 2012, brought on all this capacity in copper, coal, aluminum, and it exceeded what was even healthy demand a few years ago. And now that demand is flagging a little bit, the oversupply situation, and it applies to oil as well, has just swamped the real demand.